Even if Elon Musk is at it once more, this time it is not about a discovery that has the potential to increase the price of Shiba Inu. This is not the case. It is a forecast of the price of a Shiba Inu, and it seems that things are going to become completely out of control. If we are to be completely honest, this forecast is coming from Elon Musk, not some random person on the street. Therefore, it would appear that we may put our faith in this forecast. I hereby defer. Given the volatile nature of the cryptocurrency market in the present day, Shiba Inu has had a difficult time sustaining a regular trading position. Shiba Inu has had a difficult time reaching the coveted 4 zeros, despite the fact that it made an initial step forward by deleting its 5th zero earlier this year. Nevertheless, Shiba Inu has had a setback not too long ago, which has led to a decrease in its price. This has made the path that it has been traveling difficult. It was with 5 zeros that the cryptocurrency resumed to market, erasing any gains that had been made previously. Shiba Inu has been in the red for 3 consecutive days, which has placed it in a precarious position in the indices and tested the tolerance of investors. This makes the company's problems even more difficult to tolerate. Its potential to break away from the battle and acquire momentum in the market is called into doubt as a result of this deteriorating trend. The inability of the cryptocurrency to maintain a lower valuation with fewer zeros is recognized by investors as a missed opportunity for the coin to experience organic growth. The initial excitement of getting rid of a zero is overshadowed by the expense of the Shiba, which has the effect of making the situation even more frustrating. Imagine that you are at a theme park, eagerly anticipating the moment when a roller coaster would reach its highest point. As we get closer and closer to the peak, the joy and excitement become more intense. This is comparable to the excitement that Shiba Inu owners experience when the price comes dangerously close to dropping to zero and then starts to rise. There is, however, a catch. An unexpected curve and an additional loop are added to the roller coaster, just as you are about to hit the most exciting point in the ride. In a manner analogous to this, Shiba Inu reverts to 5 zeros and the joy gradually transforms into frustration. Picture yourself going on the roller coaster every single day. On the other hand, rather of experiencing exhilarating highs, it is a slow decline. This is the situation that owners of Shiba Inu are going through after several days of performing poorly on the market. The experience is comparable to riding a roller coaster that is going downhill, with each day leaving you wondering when the exciting section would become available. It is emotionally difficult to experience this constant up and down, which is analogous to the experience of anticipating a plant that you have been carrying to bloom, but seeing it wither a little bit more each day. Investors in Shiba Inu are experiencing a roller coaster of emotions with this investment. A financial roller coaster that is both thrilling and frustrating, celebrating minor successes when a zero is eliminated, only to be disappointed when it reappears, being a roller coaster of happiness and disappointment. One can, however, see a glimmer of hope at the end of the tunnel. Grok AI, well-known participant in the field of cryptocurrency forecasting, has entered the fray. The unique price prediction models that Grok AI offers have contributed to the company's growing popularity among investors. Grok AI was invented and conceived of by none other than Elon Musk. The Shiba Inu may be on the verge of making a comeback, as shown by the crystal ball that Grok AI has created. The AI forecasts that the price of Shiba Inu might potentially climb by 250 by the year 2024. First, let's put things into perspective, shall we? Grok AI forecasts that a $1,000 investment in Shiba Inu might potentially yield a substantial $2,500,000 if the prophecy is accurate and the stars align. The kind of potential return that has the capacity to attract attention and convince even the most skeptical investors to pay attention is an example of this. However, as is the case with everything else in the volatile world of cryptocurrencies, it is essential to be aware that these forecasts are not guarantees. However, despite the fact that the possibility of enormous profits is attractive, the volatility of the market is a risk that must be ignored. Therefore, before venturing into the Shiba Inu waters based on Grok AI's positive perspective, proceed with care and conduct thorough research. And here is something that you ought to be aware of. To say that Elon Musk is fresh to the world of high-tech products would be an understatement. This particular individual has been delving into the more advanced aspects of artificial intelligence for a considerable amount of time. It is possible that you are familiar with him from Tesla or SpaceX. Nevertheless, he is also the main force behind OpenAI, which is committed to ensuring that artificial intelligence does not become a tale inspired by science fiction movies. At this point, when Musk signs his name to something like Grok AI, it is not merely a passing gesture. This is not an experiment related to a science fair. In the past, Elon has shown a commitment to backing innovative technology, and Grok AI is not an exception to this rule. The situation is not merely a test run. Rather, it is more analogous to the real thing. The ideas that Elon Musk has are not known to be half-baked. The fact that he works for SpaceX is evidence that he is the kind of person who has lofty goals and wishes. When he is competing against the artificial intelligence, it is reasonable to conclude that he is giving it his best. The creation of Grok AI was not done at random. After going through Elon Musk's rigorous development and testing procedure, it is now ready for release. There is more to trusting an artificial intelligence tool like Grok, which is approved by Musk, than just the technical features. The focus here is on this individual's track record of turning outlandish ideas into reality. It is not for the short game that he is here. In his mind, the long term is everything. Given that Elon Musk is putting his name on Grok AI, it is clear that it is more than just a tool for making predictions. We are sending a message that conveys the message, hey, we've done the work and we mean business. If you are an investor, it is the same as having a friend who is knowledgeable about technology, has been around the block a few times and says, hey, this could be legit. Trust in technology is enhanced by the knowledge that it is more than just a collection of algorithms and codes. Rather, it is the product of the labor of an individual who has been working in the field of technology for a considerable amount of time. You should still carry out your own research. However, a return of 250 seems to be fairly great. When compared to the initial investment, a return of 250 is considered to be large because it indicates a gain that is 3 times greater. Take into consideration traditional assets like savings accounts, equities, and real estate in order to get a better understanding of the magnitude of this type of return. Returns on savings accounts are often quite low, typically coming in at less than 1% annual. The annual return on equities is typically between 7 and 10% on average. Therefore, a return of 250 is noteworthy since it shows a significant increase in earnings, particularly when compared to the lesser returns that are delivered by traditional assets, such as savings accounts or stocks and shares. Be careful not to get overly excited. Consequently, despite the fact that the optimistic forecast indicates that Shiba Inu will reach new heights, there is a negative aspect to consider. Grok AI, with all of its considerable knowledge, cautions that if the market becomes turbulent, the prices of Shiba Inu may drop by approximately 30%. It's like a cloud of rain hanging over the bright and sunny forecast. In a sense, it acts as a reality check for the fiction. Regardless of how intelligent the artificial intelligence is or how creative the minds that are behind it are. For all intents and purposes, the Bitcoin market is a wild beast with its own mind. There is always the prospect of a dramatic twist in which Shiba Inu faces some stormy weather, leaving investors with a less than positive outcome. This means that even though we want the story to be all about surges and gains, there is always the possibility that this will happen. You might be wondering what the point of it all is now that we have gone through the highs and lows of the potential journey that Shiba Inu will take in the year 2020.